That's a fine shot. Nicely on top of that one, Sanath Jayasuriya. He gets his second boundary. That's in the air and straight to square leg. Yusuf Yohana making no mistake. And a soft dismissal there for Russell Arnold. Waqar Yunus striking for the second time. Sri Lanka in a bit of trouble here.
Really not a wicket-taking delivery there. Russell Arnold just falling over, playing that in the air. Straightforward catch there. So shows a batsman not in form really. Russell Arnold dismissed Sri Lanka. 23 for 2.
This poor run continues. 10 runs in 3 innings. 23 for 2.
Well, the first drinks break of the second test match has just been completed, and Aravinda has made his way out to the centre. Oh, what a shot, what a magnificent shot. Take that into the fence she goes. That was a blazing cut shot. That's the sort of shot that we've come to associate with this man over the years. So much better player when he relaxes a bit. And there he goes again. That's 4-2. That's 4 as well. Up and outside off stump, and it's blitzed away through the offside field. Jayasuriya has decided to have a go, and what's happened? Straight away, one of the slip cordon has been moved out into the covers. Oh, he smashed that one as well, and that's 4 as well. 3 in a row. Wonderful batting. Wonderful batting. Well, that's taken the smile off Wasim's face.
Certainly has, and that delivery wasn't tried something different. Came wide of the crease, trying to change the angle on him. He set him up on the offside and just dragged it down a little bit, and well, there's enough guys in that area to try and stop it, but when he hits in that gap, as was said earlier, if it goes to a fielder, that's going through.
Bowled him out. He's dragged it back onto the stumps. I think that might have been a slightly slower delivery from Wasim Akram.
Well, what a big wicket that is for the Pakistanis. He certainly was starting to look good. Jayasuriya got his score to 32. He hit 3 magnificent 4s last over, but has now been bowled out. This is how it happened.
Well, a perfect delivery from Wasim, just outside off stump. Jayasuriya with an angled bat. He's done it once or twice. Dragged it back on, and that is a big wicket for Pakistan. And suddenly 2 new batsmen come in. 43 for 3 Sri Lanka now.
Go, yeah.
Mahela Jayawardene. He will have some good memories of this ground. Played his first test match here and got 160. Oh, there's a big appeal. Oh, he's given him out. Oh, you've got to be joking. You have got to be joking. Surely he didn't hit that one. I thought that was off the pad. Aravinda has just turned around. Well, I may have got it wrong. Perhaps it was bat. Perhaps he was just trying to be a bit casual about it. However, he's on his way. Let's have a look.
Well, the ball holds the line, and, well, it's pretty close, and a very confident appeal from the rest of the side. Waqar's 100% sure. I think they got that decision right there, Tony.
Yep, I think you might be right. Let's have a look. I think there was a bit of bat here. Or was it bat? Oh, yes, off the face of the bat. Oh, yes, I think it was off the face of the bat. So Aravinda definitely out caught behind. Well, he's on his way. That's a huge blow. Aravinda just shaking his head there, right off the face of the bat. Sri Lanka, 47 for 4.
Well, all action here. 47 for 4. Arjuna Ranatunga gets the wicket. And look at that pedigree. 400s, 89 matches. He's batted 148 times in test matches.
That's a fine shot. He's just eased it through the offside. And the ball having enough legs on it to reach the boundary. So welcome boundary here for the Sri Lankans.
Sri Lankans haven't got many of that during this inning so far. They've been waiting for it, and as soon as the half volley was presented, there was Jayawardene nicely easing into it. The timing was perfect.
It's a controlled shot. Didn't try and hit it too hard.
Yes, well, there are a couple of familiar faces. Ramiz Raja, our co-commentator, having a chat to the coach of the Pakistan side, Javed Miandad. That one blazed through the offside, and it'll go for 4. That's a lovely shot. Arjuna Ranatunga managing to get onto that one, so, well, that takes him up to 9 now, so 9 of 32 balls. He's being patient, but that's a nice timing. Good shot.
Shows a bit of confidence, growing in confidence, Arjuna Ranatunga, because that shot, when he plays that shot, he is really in full flow. He's got to be staying there for a long time for Sri Lanka. He needs a big innings himself, and Sri Lanka needs it very vitally at this stage of the game.
Oh, and that one a little edgy. Also going down to the boundary. It won't quite make it, I don't think. Oh, yes, it will. It'll get there. 4. Another 4. There's no third man down there. So these runs are absolutely vital. That one just a little streakish off the edge of the bat and into the gap. But they all count.
Not being able to really get open in the face of the bat and really streaking through. That's a streaky shot down towards the third man boundary. It'll go all the way through between gully and slip.
Just offline on that occasion. Ranatunga quick to pounce on it. He's getting himself into good position, Ranatunga, now. That's because his feet is moving nicely, and the 50 partnership coming up with this shot.
Yep, well, you'll be happy with the 50 partnership. When he came in, things weren't looking too good. He's managing to steady, but a long way to go still. I think Ranatunga's now got the pace of the wicket, and that's important. Is once he gets the pace, he's a difficult customer to remove, and Pakistan will do well to remember that.
That's a lovely shot. No real effort whatsoever in it. Just exquisite timing from Jayawardene.
Well, that is, for me, the shot of the morning, along with a cut from Jayasuriya. But just effortless. Just pushes forward, middle of the bat, holds the shape so beautifully, and picks the gap. And that's 4 all the way. The great balance, timing. It's the way it should be played.
Short delivery again, nicely pulled away. That's much better. Jayawardene that time, not trying to hit the ball too hard. Swaying back beautifully. And, well, that's one of the best shots in the game. Have a look at this shot. Beautifully played. Right over the top of it. Rolls his wrists and all the way along the ground down to the square leg boundary for 4. Nicely played into the gap again. That one's a little bit too short. Will it get to the rope? Probably just short.
That's a shot that Arjuna Ranatunga plays so very well. Waits for the ball to drop short, and he quickly rocks back and cuts it wherever he wants.
Come on, run in there, come on.
Right into the gap.
That was in the air, but in the gap as well. That's fiercely struck by Ranatunga.
Very strong through that area of point, as any left-hander is. Getting a bit of width and working the ball away nicely. A little uppish, but played it quite fiercely.
And that's a good, clean hit. Reaches his 15 style with a 6. And some enjoyment for the crowd here.
Has been an excellent innings. Under pressure, because the wickets had fallen, in walked Jayawardene, and cool as a cucumber, showing very good technique and also a bit of aggression on this occasion. Nicely picked up, playing it with the spin and clearing the boundary easily.
Yes, everything right about the shot. Nice still head, heading in the direction of the turn. He's got that fine. And that should be a boundary. Razak stopped it, but he had crossed the rope. Controlled shot from Ranatunga.
Beautifully played by Arjuna Ranatunga. Made sure that he played it down. Had a lot of time to just pivot across and help himself away. Fine. Razak will partly stopping in and then rolling over the boundary ropes. And that's a certain boundary.
Cracking shot. He's made that look so easy. 100-run partnership coming up between these two. With a lovely flowing drive from Jayawardena.
Yes, easy and classy. Beautifully put away through the onside. He's given an opportunity to drive, and that you can't do because he's such a lovely driver of the cricket ball. This time aiming through the onside. Nicely getting on top of that. Quickly moves on to 60. And this partnership now looking threatening.
That should be 50 for the former Sri Lankan captain. It's a good, solid knock. And plenty of determination on his face. He's pointing the bat in one direction. Now, that's the best way to answer your critics. Looking to use his feet on that occasion. There'll be runs here. Ranatunga will have to hurry. And he could be in trouble here. He was going back for the second run. And when he was turning, I don't think he knew that the fielder was very close to the ball. This is going to be very close. And I think he's in trouble. Yes. He's in big trouble. This will give you a better idea. Yes, that's out. A disappointing end to a good solid innings from Arjuna Ranatunga. The problem he had there was when he was turning for the second run, he was turning blind. And that's why I think Jayawardena should have told him not to come back for the second. But for Pakistan, they've got the wicket they wanted. 163 for 5. Ramesh Kaluwatana comes out to the centre. The wicket keeper. And he's under some pressure.
Well, that's fantastic cricket, really. That little line just outside off stump, and I think he's bowled well too. 13.4 overs. He's now taken a wicket, and it's really been a question of bowling a good length and line and being patient. And this was an example of Pakistan turning the screws just when they were. Look at that wideish delivery, and it was the catch that was really good and nicely taken. It went like a rocket. Never look at the smile on the face of Mahmood there. So, well, Jayawardena. Mohammad Wasim, the man taking the catch, and I think you can see by his reaction there that he's happy with that one. That was a good catch by any standards. So Jayawardena, 72. Again, another 70 in this innings. He'd be disappointed that he hasn't kicked on to make 100, but it's been a fighting innings from him. 173 for 6. Right, well, Chaminda Vas is the new batsman, and all of a sudden this match has swung back in the favour of Pakistan. Ball, and that's outside off stump, and that's it. Surely caught behind. Big nick there. So Kaluwatana out caught behind. Well, not bad bowling when you think about it. One in, and in quite late. Kalu looking for the in-swinger, I think, and found himself committed to playing the ball that went the other way. And it certainly did. It ended up very, very wide and easily taken.
Beautiful bowling. Good thinking by Abdur Razak. Getting that one to move away from Kaluwatana, who played a nothing stroke in the end. Playing away from the front pad, from the body, really being engaged into playing that false shot through some very good thinking and bowling by the youngster. So Sri Lankans suffer further. Lost Ramesh Kaluwatana for 4 and are now 177 for 7.
Rangana Hainach. There's the new batsman. And, well, he hasn't got too much to write home about right now, as he wants to watch this reverse swing. Oh, and that's got to be close. Yes, he's out. LBW, first ball, unfortunately. Full toss, the ball swinging back onto the stump. So, well, unfortunately for Hayrath, yeah, well, it's never easy. You first come in there. I actually have
have some sympathy for batsmen that get out early on for less than 5. More sympathy than I have for those that get out in the 20s, I can tell you that. But one has to feel sorry for him. Back into the side. Mind you, he's not here to score runs. He's here to get wickets, and that is plumb LBW. Just swings down the line. And I think when it hit the pad there, would have been in front of middle stump. It was straightening down the line. And so, unfortunately, for Hayrath, that's the end of that. Out LBW to the bowling of Razak. And, well, it's for a duck. And regrettably, we're going to give him some company as he wanders off the ground. And the score now 177 for 8. Righto, Pushpak Amara is on strike, and well, we can dwell on his figures just for a second. What he'll be thinking about is the hat-trick here, because Abdul Razak is about to come in. He's got a wicket of the last 2 deliveries, and he's on his way in now, and I can tell you that I think that if he bowls, mind he's got 3 slips, but if he bowls that vicious in-swinger, yes, I think he's holding it for an in-swing. I think I can see the shine on this side of the ball. Let's see what happens. Here he goes now. In he goes. Oh, and it does swing in a long way. Big appeal. Oh, he's given him. It's hat-trick in Test cricket. Oh, what an occasion. You don't often see this. A hat-trick in Test cricket. I've got to tell you, I think it was swinging a long way. He pushed forward. It swung in. And, well, umpire Tiffin has given him out LBW. So Abdul Razak, with a huge smile on his face, has achieved a hat-trick in Test cricket.
This is brilliant stuff. In swinger, on target. Pushpak Kumara struggling to come to the front foot, and they're caught plumb in front. That's a very good decision, a brave decision by the umpire. That is the golden ball, and he's got a hat-trick. Being congratulated and embraced by Wasim Akram, who was stationed at that silly mid-off to put the pressure on the batsman. So another duck. This time it's Ravindra Pushpakumara. What a spell from Abdul Razak. 177 for 9 now, Sri Lanka.
Well, have a look at that. Wonderful it is. 0, 0, 0. Well, now should I say dot, 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 and then a hat-trick.
His first hat-trick and third by a Pakistani. Wasim Akram earlier netting a couple of hat-tricks, and that too against Sri Lanka. So a third hat-trick by a Pakistani. And once again, the opposition is Sri Lanka.
Oh, he's had a go at that one. It's in the air. This is going to be out. It'll be caught. That's the end of the innings. Chaminda Vas going for the pull shot, and so Mahmood gets himself a wicket. A short delivery. Chaminda Vas likes to play the hook shot. And the catch easily taken by Ashad Khan there coming in. Sorry, it's Yunus Khan taking the catch there without any trouble at all. He likes the hook shot, doesn't he?
He certainly does, and he goes for it. He's not prepared to hang back, although there's a man there. And he hit it straight down his throat. Couldn't pick it better. As easy as that. That's the end of the innings.
So disappointing performance by the Sri Lankan top order there, ending up getting 181. 4 wickets were lost before lunch, and then the innings steadied by Jayawardena and Ranatunga. 72 to Jayawardena, Ranatunga playing his part, 51 before he was run out, and then towards the end of the innings they lost wickets in a hurry. Wasim Akram 1 wicket, 3 wickets for Waqar Yunus, Azhar Mahmood picking up 2, but the real star Abdul Razak, hat-trick for him. 3 for 35 of his 12 overs.
Right, well, Syed Anwar, one of the best players, one of the best openers in world cricket. 31 years of age, 48 test matches. Look at that average, over 46.
It was him. Faced his first delivery. He's played 28 test innings, averaging 30. He's got 200s already, a big one against Zimbabwe in Harare some time ago. He's only 22.
That's a beautiful stroke. Playing through the line, no problems this time. Mohammad Wasim getting a boundary in style.
Quickly picking up the length, coming right through with it. And timing it beautifully down towards the long off boundary for 4.
And getting into the action straight away, Syed Anwar. This will go away to the boundary on the bounce. In fact, it has gone all the way. So 6 to Syed Anwar. Really getting into his stride there. Beautifully picked up.
Straight away on the offensive side, Anwar down the wicket and attacking the new bowler. Really went down there, right under that one, and over and out.
That's a lovely shot off his legs. That's his strength, Mohammad Wasim. Could balance when he played the shot, and his head was right on top of the ball.
So Pushpa Kumara straying in line and made full use by Mohammad Wasim. He's got to get his line right. He's got to be consistent. If he's not really moving it, he's got to keep that ball on the corridor. And the partnership to 50 runs in just 100 balls. They've done a very good job, very steady indeed.
He's gone here. Straight to Ranatunga. And Mohammad Wasim will be very disappointed. Extra flight from Muralidharan. And Mohammad Wasim not able to keep that ball down. And Sri Lanka get the much-needed breakthrough.
Really sucked into that one. A bit of extra air from Muttiah Muralidharan. And straight into Arjuna Ranatunga. Mohammad Wasim goes for 29. Pakistan 71 for 1.
Well, Azhar Mahmood comes out to bat. And with that kind of batting average, I refuse to call him a night watchman. Wrapped on the pads, that's very close. He's bowled him, in fact. That's missed a lot. It might have just kissed the pads and gone through, but superb piece of bowling by Muralidharan. Couple of top spinners and then the sharp off break. So the move to send Azhar Mahmood up the order hasn't paid off for Pakistan. This one might have just kissed the pad, but it's definitely crashed into the off stump. So Pakistan, in reply to Sri Lanka's score of 181, 74 for 2 at close. They had a good opening partnership, and then it was only towards the end that Sri Lanka came back into the game. Saeed Anwar there, the danger man as far as Sri Lanka are concerned. Sri Lanka, the bowling, vast, bowled well in patches, 8 overs, none for 20. But I think the real star for the Sri Lankans, Muttiah Muralidharan. 2 wickets in 1 over, 2 for 12, his final figures. So that's how the match stands at this stage. Sri Lanka 181 all out, Pakistan 74 for 2, so the deficit 107 runs.
Well, it's all happening out here in the centre. Before the start of play, Team Warawera, that's the groundsman's name here, and these are all his helpers, boy, and there are lots of them. They leave these covers down until the very latest moment because of the wind that can bring up a bit of a shower very, very quickly. But have a look at them. One of the good things about this ground is that they haven't stinted in terms of manpower, I can tell you that. When it starts raining, these covers are on in a flash. And, of course, have a look at that. About 10 or 15 of them there taking the covers off today. Now, it's pleasant in the centre again. Here in Gore, we get that lovely sea breeze that comes through the gap over the ground here, and it keeps things quite cool. So in the field, it's not too bad. And, of course, that wind's got to be used properly by the bowlers as well. The captains have got to think about that one. Now then, let's have a look at this area here, the pitch itself. Starting to dust up a little bit on the ends. That's understandable. That's the way in these parts. Obviously, they like to see the ball spinning. But as you move down this pitch, have a look at it. It's absolutely magnificent. A few people have made a comment about those dark patches there. That's a slightly different grass, birthmarks if you like, no problems at all. As I think this pitch gets a little bit older, it'll start to dust up a bit more and perhaps turn a bit. Now, one of the things we have seen is reverse swing. Pakistan used it sensationally. Abdur Razzaq, in fact, got a hat-trick. Reverse swing, what is it? Well, it's when the ball swings quite dramatically in both directions. Let's see if we can freeze this one from Abdur Razzaq right at the top of his action. Now, what I want you to look for here is the difference between where his hand is at the moment and where the ball ends up. Now, we'll run it, and you just watch how this goes down the pitch, dramatically swings in, hits the pad. That is what we call reverse swing. It's gone a long way. Probably would have just clipped leg stump. Another wicket to Abdur Razzaq. Now, I think that that's the sort of thing that the Sri Lankans have got to try and strive for. A bit of reverse swing from the likes of Chaminda Vaas. Their batsmen, however, will know that when they come in again, the Pakistanis will get that reverse swing going, because I think this ground lends itself to that sort of thing. So it's going to be tough towards the middle, towards the end of the innings when Sri Lanka bat again. So the challenge here today is to minimise the Pakistan lead. They've got to bowl them out for around about 250 is my view, Ravi. Back to you.
Well, Tony Gregg there with his pitch report. We are still in Galle. This is the venue for the second test match. It's in the southwest corner of Sri Lanka. Lovely picturesque venue, and it's a lovely sunny day here. You see the flag on top of the fort. It's blowing away, and that's the cross breeze Tony Gregg was talking about. That'll help reverse swing. Now, the forecast for today, the temperature 30 degrees centigrade, humidity a little bit on the higher side, 85%, and once again, light rain predicted.
Sri Lankans won the toss. They decided to bat first, 181, not quite enough runs. Jayawardena and Ranatunga there putting together the only meaningful partnership, 116. And, of course, a hat-trick to Abdur Razak, 3 for 35, his figures. Pakistan, at the close of play on the first day, 74 for 2. And the danger man there, Syed Anwar, undefeated on 42. Murali Dhiran has chipped in with 2 for 12. And I suspect that they'll be expecting big things from Murali Dhiran at the start of play today, because really the scene is set for a fight back from Sri Lanka. However, from a Pakistan point of view, they will really want to build up a nice, meaningful lead in this first innings. So we're going to pick up the action at the start of play. Yusuf Johanna is out in the centre, and with him, Syed Anwar.
Oh, that's a cracking shot from Syed Anwar. A nice way to bring up his half-century.
Well, a trademark shot from Syed Anwar. The ball's really not that short. He's gone back and he's played it underneath his eyes and he's put it away. It's pretty full. He's just leant back on it.
And just looking at the pedigree of Yusuf Johanna, there it is, age 25, an average of 35, and just recently has played very well. So Yusuf Johanna, a good cricketer. He's on strike. Murali the bowler.
That's good shot, good stride forward. And he'll find the boundary. Big gap between point and mid-off. That was well played by Yusuf Johanna.
Yes, a good shot, just a little bit over pitch from Murali. He won't be happy with that, but he'd certainly be happy with him playing against the spin. There's no doubt about that. He'll know it's just a little bit too full.
Now that's poor bowling. Captain won't be happy. Johanna beginning to grow in confidence.
And that one driven away on the offside, and oh, it's beaten him. Well, that was a little different. You don't often see the ball driven. It looked almost as if it was straight to Jayasuriya there, and it must have taken a deviation and gone off in another direction, because he was all over the place. Let's have a look at it. It was certainly firmly driven.
That was superbly struck. The timing was fine. It caught Sanath Jayasuriya on the wrong foot.
Well, that's a good shot. That's for caress through the offside. And away to the wide mid-off boundary for 4. Murali Dhiran feeling a bit off there. He had no chance of getting onto that one. That was lovely timing.
It's a little bit of air, and then Syed Anwar. He's been so very good on the timing. He just eases into it. Murali Dhiran just ambling across. No chance at all.
Well played. Right up in the block hole, and that one hit straight down the ground. The question is, will it get to the boundary? It looks as if it'll... Oh, I think he probably just dragged it back. A nice straight drive down the ground off the bowling of Pushpa Kumara.
Pushpa Kumara, he's been bowling this fuller length and just over pitching on the onside. Johanna leaning into it and easing it through that mid-on region. Certainly must be pleased with that shot. And that certainly did cross the line. In fact, Sanath Jayasuriya had crossed the line when he was in contact with the ball.
Cutting away quite nicely, finding the gap. This will run away to the boundary. So this partnership now looking menacing as far as Sri Lanka is concerned. Beautiful timing from Yusuf Johanna.
Well, Russell Arnold, for my money, not as competent as Murali Dhiran. You know, making sure that they button down some sort of a defense, tighten it up. It's loose and wide, and for a quality player, that's an easy put away.
It's waiting for the spin and then guiding it away quite nicely. use of the feet and easily putting it away. All the way 6. So Yusuf Johanna very clear in his approach, even though the lunch is approaching.
Yes, we see a smile on his face, and he's no doubt he's saying to Saeed, well, what's wrong with that? Well, if he gets out, he won't be saying that, but up and over, clear.
That's beautifully bowled. The third umpire being called for. The Sri Lankans believe they've got their man.
This was beautifully done by Muralidharan and also by Kalu Vidarna. There was a gap through the offside, and Muralidharan exciting the batsmen to play through that area. Well-flighted delivery, Yusuf Johanna being engaged into that full-blown drive. And it looks pretty close. This will give a fair indication. It's lunging forward and losing his balance, Yusuf Johanna, while driving Muralidharan through the offside. There shouldn't be any doubt whatsoever in his mind whether the batsman is in the crease or out of it. He's got to be absolutely sure. Our producer is being made to work very hard here. The third umpire wants every angle. He's still not very sure, very comfortable with it. And if he's not comfortable with it, well, the red light comes on, so he's comfortable with it.
Johanna goes for 41. He didn't pick that one from Muralidharan. The third umpire watched the replay at least 15 times, and then the red button was pressed. 161 for 3. Inzamam ul Haq comes out to the centre. Very good record for Pakistan as a test match player, averaging 44.8, 200 against Sri Lanka, his best. That's swept fine. Very controlled shot. That'll reach the boundary.
Muralidharan coming round the wicket to maybe look to push the ball on the off stump, the rough that has been developed. But Saidan were just moving his front foot to the off stump, creating that sweep shot. Very good stroke. Roll of the wrist, and they're playing it fine.
Well, he's hit that one into the gap all right, and it's running away down to the boundary for 4. So that's a lovely cover drive. The best shot played by Inzamam so far. Javed even happy with that one.
Yes, and Javed is not easily pleased, is he, Tony? Beautiful shot from Inzi. Wants the ball to get right next to his front pad. Plays it late.
Well, he's blasted that one through the offside, and that'll go to the boundary for 4. That one just short outside off stump, and he loves it there. He's very strong off the back foot, and Inzamam blasting that one off the back foot very, very hard indeed. So he goes into the 20s.
Well, if he keeps bowling it there, he's certainly not going to get a reverse swing, and he probably won't bowl more than 1 or 2 overs. He keeps it there. Not to this man, he won't. Powerful. He just bludgeons it off the back foot through the covers.
That's a beautiful drive. Sanat Jayasuriya was just a little deep in that cover position, but it'll go all the way. That's a lovely cover drive by Saeed Anwar.
Indeed, a real beauty by Saeed Anwar. Just got to the pitch of it and whipped it on that offside. Just leaving the fielder standing. In fact, Sanat Jayasuriya in vain pursuit. Onto the pitch of it, and just see the timing. It was perfectly struck into the gap. And Jayasuriya just not able to hold it back.
That's a lovely drive. Through the onside this time. Was provided with an opportunity as the ball was pitched up, and beautifully driven by Inzamam.
They don't come better than that. Perfectly played, standing tall, well pitched up delivery, and hitting through the line just past mid-on. There's no stopping it. So much power behind the shot, full blade, and just copybook.
cutting this time and once again finding the gap. Inzamam ul Haq in supreme touch here.
Oh, very little margin for error for Pushpakumar at his pace on this pitch, which hasn't very much for him. Short, and Inzamam ul Haq bisecting those two fielders on the offside. So much power once again behind the shot.
Not a very good delivery from Pushpakumara. In fact, it hasn't been a great over. Pushing one a little up to the batsman that was driven through the onside, and on this occasion overcompensating and pushing one shot. Slow delivery, and that's put away this time through mid-wicket. So Inzamam ul Haq on fire here. That boundary also brings up the 50 partnership.
A feast of boundaries here for Inzamam ul Haq. That slow delivery of Pushpakumar, just short, straying down the leg side. Inzamam ul Haq, a little bit of balance being lost, but all the same picking that gap. So this partnership certainly blossoming away, and Inzamam ul Haq, he certainly always on fire.
And this will give him his 100. The 10th of his career and second versus Sri Lanka. Being applauded by the roommate, in fact by the entire Pakistan dressing room. What an innings this has been. His previous best has been 136 against Sri Lanka, which is at Colombo.
What a fine innings that has been, playing for his side, batting right throughout, just holding the batting together. He realized how important it is for him to be around, and he's played that role superbly well.
It's a mighty hit. Not go all the way, but it will run away to the boundary. So Inzamam ul Haq means business here, coming down the track and lofting the left armour quite easily.
One needs to handle the pressure playing at this level, and Inzamam ul Haq, he certainly is not prepared to let Rangan Herat settle down. He knows the man is short of confidence and is taking him on.
And Saeed Anwar taking the aerial route and 6. That's a lovely hit. Playing with the spin. There was a mid-wicket, a straightish mid-wicket in place for Saeed Anwar because he had earlier lofted the left arm in that direction. Not this time. Upish and clearing the mid-off position. This time it's Saeed Anwar who has taken the aerial route. That has rapidly gone away to the boundary.
Now Saeed Anwar into his stride, taking Muralidharan on, getting up to the pitch of it, and whacked over mid-off.
Get one of these two out, and then things could change a little bit. And that one's into the gap on the offside. They're coming back for the second. So that's Inzamam's half-century. That's very well played. Inzamam, a half-century. He's on his way to 100 as well. Sides out there already with a century. The score now 248 for 3. Oh, good shot over the top. That's a clean hit. Very nicely struck down to the boundary for 4. Into the fence she goes. 4 more to the total. Well, they're starting to look so positive as well. That was such a positive shot.
So Inzamam really taking the offensive on now. Really attacking Mutaya Muralidharan as well. It was up there and he went right through with it. Powerful hitter of the ball.
And straight away Inzamam ul Haq in his elements. This time off the back foot through mid-wicket, and he's not running.
Well, we saw that towards the end of that last session. He was beginning to open out and play very freely. Effortless shot to bring up the 100-run partnership. Well, they all go up for a catch here. The finger goes up. Saeed Anwar was waiting. And a much-needed breakthrough here for the Sri Lankans. Russell Tiffin took his time just to see if Saeed Anwar was going to walk. And finally lifted his finger. So a fine innings comes to an end against the run of play.
Trying to cut and getting an edge. There was a definite sound, and Kaluvadana doing well to net that one quite easily in the end. A good breakthrough provided by Russell Arnold. So Saeed Anwar goes after playing a wonderful hand of 123, and Pakistan lose their 4th wicket for 266.
Yunus Khan comes out to the middle, played well towards the end of that last test match in Colombo. 287 runs in test match cricket. Again, a lovely shot from Inzamam. It's not an easy shot to play. That's the second time after tea he's found the mid-wicket boundary with a similar shot.
Well, with the field set for him, he can't really experiment a lot. This one was definitely experimented with. A flatter delivery that came back to Inzamam Haq, picked it up early and easily done. Hardly any cushion on the onside.
A little bit deep there. In comes the throw. Oh, I tell you what, if that had hit the stumps, there was a collision down at the non-striker's end as well. It looked as if Inzamam ran into Russell Arnold there. I would have thought that Russell Arnold might be the bloke could have come off worst, because he really is a stick of a guy. And Inzi, of course, is a bit of a train. Here comes the throw. I reckon that probably would have been out. And there's the collision taking place there. Yeah, it would have just been out. And then, of course, the collision at this stage now, just all of a sudden, whack, Inzamam goes into his shoulder, his right arm.
So Sri Lanka missing out on an opportunity. Inzamam Haq, that really is a vulnerable area, and that's the collision. Russell Arnold fortunate that he's been able to continue bowling.
Oh, he's had a go at that one, straight down the ground, bouncing away down towards the boundary. Well, that was, for mine, a relatively loose shot. Didn't quite get it off the middle of the bat, but and looked to me to be premeditated as well. So Yunus Khan getting it away for 4, straight down the ground.
Yunus Khan deciding that it was enough time that he's been mucking around.
That's a lovely drive through the offside, playing it with the spin, and once again doing it quite easily. Classic stuff. On to 88. Down the track and clearing the long on boundary. Although it wasn't hit the way he wanted it to, didn't get the kind of elevation that he was looking for, but it went low down a skimmer.
Yes, you almost get the feeling Inzamam has now decided that's enough. He's now going to that 100 pretty quickly.
Once again, going through the offside and finding the gap. This is brilliant stuff. 3 lovely cricketing shots. And he has really raced away to 96. 3 boundaries coming in that over.
Yes, and that silly point, I don't think he'll be catching too much of Inzamam.
Just 4 runs away from getting a century, and hitting it in the air and getting it in style. Inzamam Haq in terrific form. 4 boundaries and 100.
Well, Inzamam Haq doing that in style, and 4 powerful blows. That's the way he went to the 100. Straight over the top of extra, moving that score up to 320 now. But more importantly, Inzamam Haq, 100 in 135 balls. Wonderful, wonderful cricket shots being played.
Getting his 11th test century, and what a way to get it. 4 boundaries in 1 over. 400 versus Sri Lanka. So man who has done really well outside Pakistan, getting his 9th Test 100 outside the country. Edge and appeal. Arvind De Silva thinks that Inzamam ul Haq has gotten edged. Ashoka De Silva is pretty sure that there's no bat involved.
Well, I don't think there was a bat there. I think it's straight off the toe. Let's have a good look. It's hit the toe and the bat's late.
That's a very good decision. A close call, but Ashoka De Silva doing a great job out there. Knowing exactly that the ball had hit the toe.
Oh, yes, and he's got him caught behind. Pushback Amara has got the man they wanted right at the close of play. Well, so much for my theory. I thought that he'd very definitely take it easy tonight. Well, he enticed him into play at a wideish delivery. I think it might even have hit the toe of the bat, and it was nicely taken there by Kalu too. He had to go low and to his right. It was a huge deflection, and that is the end. Yes, bottom of the bat, nicely taken, 2 inches above the ground. And the end of a very good innings from Inzamam ul Haq, caught by Kalu with Arna of the bowling of Pushmak Amara for 112. So another century to Inzamam, and Pakistan 340 for 5. So that is Abdur Razak, just 20 years of age, an average of 16, which really is not, I don't think, that doesn't reflect how good a player he is. He'll improve on that, that's for sure. This is the dismissal again. Here we go. Short outside off stump. And a loose shot almost off the toe of the bat there, and nicely taken. So Pakistan ending up with 341 for 5. Saeed, 123. A fantastic... What a beautiful shot. Lovely shot.
On day one, it was Sri Lanka who won the toss, decided to bat. They were bundled out for 181. Just one major partnership there between Jayawardene and Ranatunga. 72 for Jayawardene, 51 for Ranatunga. Waqar Yunus taking 3 wickets and Abdur Razak taking a hat-trick, 3 for 35. Pakistan in reply, 341 for 5, commanding hundreds from Saeed Anwar, 123, Inzamam ul Haq, 112. And by the end of the day, Pakistan were leading by 160 runs. So exciting day of cricket coming up ahead. Let's join the second over of the day. It's Chaminda Vas on his way to Abdur Razak.
Well, that one did swing, and what a good shot down the ground, waiting for the ball to swing back, and for me, that's one of the shots of the match. A wonderful straight drive. What a talent he is, Abdur Razak. That ball swung as well. Have a look at this for a straight drive.
Beautifully timed, waiting for the in-swinger and then straight back. High elbow, very still head, and the timing was perfect. Came back just a little, and beautifully driven through the line.
Oh, good shot again, and good effort too. Jayasuriya was diving away to his left there, trying to stop that one. No, it wasn't. Who was that? Jayasuriya's at mid-on, but a very good effort there at mid-off. That's Hayrath, I think, went diving away to his left to try and stop this one. Another good shot.
Beautifully driven. Importantly, finding the gap, and that was vital. That angle from Chaminda Vaz, making it easy for Yunus Khan to go in that area. Just a little wide of mid-off.
The field's up for Razak. And what does he do? He takes the aerial route. So wasting no time in carting Muralidharan to the boundary. Abdul Razak getting his second boundary.
The idea is right, to attack Muralidharan, but didn't strike it all that cleanly. But able to clear the infield right down to the boundary. So straight away on the offensive.
He's found the gap on the offside. Another boundary here for Abdul Razak. A good stride forward.
So he's coming out there to play some aggressive cricket, and he's just done that. Doesn't really spare any loose deliveries. Got the punishment it needed. Right up there and right through with it. Picking the gap beautifully.
Now this time off the back foot, two cracking shots here from Abdul Razak. This won't reach the boundary.
Okay. Come on.
Another 3 runs added to the score. And picks up a wicket almost with his first delivery. Wasn't a wicket-taking ball.
Had him playing at a wide delivery. That's the first delivery. And a very good effort by Marwan Atapattu, but really not being able to hold on to that one.
That's nicely played, straight down the ground again. The runs really are coming freely here, and into the rope that one goes. Another lovely straight drive for 4.
Well, that is a top shot, and that's his 50. And he's played exceptionally well, the young man. Brought up 400 for 5 now.
Well, hitting it in the air and clearing the mid-off quite easily. So Yunus Khan progressing really well in Pakistan for 18 for 5.
That was indeed delightfully played by Yunus Khan. Minimum amount of risk, setting it with the spin. There's plenty of vacant spaces around there. And he's picked up 4 valuable runs.
Tremendous shot. Started off the day playing a glorious straight drive. Now, this is once again a very good shot. The lead 257, 438 for 5.
Well, Abdul Razak will be happy with that drive. That's as good as you get. Nice and straight. And well balanced.
That's hammered back, and that'll beat mid-on. That was slightly deep. That was firmly struck by Abdul Razak.
Well, a top shot by Razak again. Slightly uppish. Lutheran would be encouraged by the first couple of balls.
And he's cleaned him up here. Lovely piece of bowling by the off-spinner. He's gone through Abdul Razak's defences and picked up his 4th wicket.
Well, the little man has struck again. He comes to the party so often for Sri Lanka, doesn't he? Top delivery, a little bit of flight outside the off stump. There's a lot of spin, and Abdul Razak, well, he misjudged how much it's going to spin, offering no shot whatsoever. He'll be disappointed. And that takes the score up now to 446 for 6.
Look how far that ball has turned. He's got his pad right out there, outside the off stump, trying to use it as a second line of defense, but that hasn't helped. 446 for 6. 446 for 6. Wasim Akram comes out to the center. good first test match with the bat. 2,709 runs.
That one in the air and down to the boundary for 4. Boy, was that a confident shot. Beautifully played by Yunus Khan. Oh, he's gone for that one. That's way down with the wind, running away down to the boundary, just short there. Was it over? Well, perhaps it was. Yes, the umpire signaling 6. And, oh, boy, I thought that he might just slow up a little bit. I don't think so.
That's a batsman very much in touch. You could see there was not much effort, but that really soared and cleared the line.
Well, that's pulled away as well. That's a short delivery, and I think that one probably received the appropriate punishment. You just can't be too short. Another 4.
That was a poor delivery by Herab, dragging it down. Maybe the quicker ball, but Yunus Khan, he's been picking it up so very well and dispatching it to the onside boundary.
Down the wicket he comes. That's straight at the commentary box. Will it reach the... oh, yes. Beautiful straight hit. Just for a second, I thought it was going to end up in our laps up here in the commentary box, but he didn't quite middle it. He'd ended up clearing the boundary by about 3 or 4 meters. Good shot. Well, that's the first lusty blow we've seen from Wasim Akram.
It didn't take him too long to go take the aerial route, but that time Wasim Akram was interested in hitting it on the offside.
Down the wicket he goes, over the top he goes. Well, he's decided to go for Murali as well. Not quite all the way to the fence in terms of a 6, but certainly managed to carry the fieldsman down there. So Wasim Akram, I think, has decided to play a few shots here. Have a look at this. Gets it on the full toss and smashes it away.
Well, he's decided to break free after those. An early look at the bowling, using his feet and taking it on the full.
He's had a big go at that one, and that's gone whistling to the boundary for 4. Whew. Did he hit that one? Hardly a soul moved out there as it raced away towards the boundary. Oh, Pakistan are lifting the rate, or should I say Wasim Akram is.
That really was whacked away by Wasim Akram.
That one's pulled away down to the ground, down to the boundary. Will it go for 4? Yes, it has, and that's a century. That's his 2nd century in Test cricket. 2 against Sri Lanka. His teammates all on their feet there. This has been a very good performance. Yunus Khan, 100, 233 deliveries, 8 4s and a 6. And, well, I've got to say that he'll be feeling pretty good about the way he's playing at the moment. He has another look at the shot again, short and pulled away down towards square leg. And that one ran away down to the boundary for 4. So Yunus Khan becomes the 3rd player in the side in this innings to score a century. That's only ever happened on 7 other occasions in the history of Pakistan cricket. And he's not finished yet. So there's the breakdown of his century.
Aerial route, India might be caught. Arjuna Ranatunga getting underneath it, and it'll clear him because it has gone all the way. 6. Didn't time it the way he wanted to. Looking to play it possibly towards the offside. Leading edge, but leading edge was good enough.
You did need the fielders on the line. Really couldn't do much about that one.
Flighted and taken the challenge, and 6 again. So Wasim Akram being fed with juicy half volleys and just taking them to task. 5, 2, 3 for 6.
Bit of extra, yeah. Just going right through with that confidently. Timing it beautifully. Just with so much ease that he hit that shot. So he's batting with so much confidence and an informed player.
Well, the captain's up there, and he's still got his pads on, and oh, he's hit this one a long way, way over the top, and that's his 50. Wasim Akram is having a ball out there. Boy, he's having a ball in this test match. He's smashed that one right off the meat of the bat. That 50 coming up in 45 balls, 4 4s and 4 6s. What an innings.
Well, certainly climbs into this one. There's no doubt he's not too worried about coming down the ball, going past the edge. And he's middled it. And the full flow of the bat. Powerful stroke. It's gone way back over the boundary.
That's up in the air. There is a man coming underneath it. And he's dropped it right through the hands. Rangana Herath was the fielder. So an opportunity to dismiss Akram early on after tea has gone a-begging.
Well, he'll be disappointed, and that has happened because the Sri Lankans really have been made to work very hard in the field. Just through his palms. He'll be disappointed because it was a sitter.
I think Pakistan have decided to go after the bowling. Another opportunity here, and a magnificent effort by Jayasuriya. He almost came up with a brilliant one-handed catch. But the Pakistani tactics pretty clear-cut now.
Sanat Jayasuriya gives his 100% as a captain, as a batsman, and as a fielder. This one was a brilliant effort. Would have been a wonderful, wonderful catch. Judging the length, trying to get underneath the ball and almost getting it in the palms.
That's a massive hit. That's crashed into the side screen. And a 5th six for Wasim Akram. Fielders in the outfield there could only be spectators here.
Nimble footwork, 1, 2, 3 and bang, straight back. No spin whatsoever from Arjuna Ranatunga.
This time he doesn't quite middle it. But he still finds the boundary. Pretty lethargic effort there from a very tired Pushpa Kumara. 566 for 6. This time it's taken. Plenty of time to Pushpa Kumara there to judge that one. That was hit uppishly by Yunus Khan, but he didn't quite middle it.
It's never the one really to clear the boundary, Yunus Khan. But he took the chance, the challenge thrown at him. Pushpa Kumara adjusting well in the end to take a catch. A simple one. You see, not middling. Although there was a fielder in place, still tried to clear him. And neatly taken by Pushpa Kumara. End of a very fine innings. Second 100 for Yunus Khan. 116 for Pakistan. 566 for 7.
And Moin Khan, the captain, has come out to the centre. His team comfortably placed at this stage. The lead 386. Yunus Khan, century maker, being dismissed. Not quite timing it, and Pushpa Kumara doing well in the deep. We have to wait for the umpire signal here. This ball's running away to the boundary. No signal, so another boundary for Akram. He's into the 80s.
It'll be interesting to know now what time or at what stage Moin Khan declares, because Wasim Akram has quickly moved on to 80. Surely it'll give him time to get to his 100, which was feared. Now it'll actually happen.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. There are 3 men, in fact 4 men in the deep on the onside, and he's split the onside field.
This was masterfully played. Quicker one, shot back left, and avoiding the fielder at mid-wicket.
And they're going for one. This could be run out. Oh, he's missed the stumps and he's got through. That's 100 to Wasim Akram. Boy, that would have been pretty close. Wasim Akram decided to go for it. And that is his 3rd Test century. Akram is having a wonderful tour of Sri Lanka. Almost single-handedly, he destroyed Sri Lanka in that Test match, that first Test match. And here he is now, a big smile on his face. And yet another 100 to his name.
What a superb 100 that was for Wasim Akram. one could say that fortune favors the brave, and it's a quick single and misses the stump, and that gives Wasim Akram his 100th run.
Yes, I thought he might have been run out there, but it just looks to me as if he may just have got home, even if it had have hit the stumps. Oh, he's had a go at that one too, and that's over the top. Always caught it. Did he stay away from the line? Oh, what a good catch. I think he stayed away from the line. Marvin Atapatu has taken a magnificent catch on the boundary. The umpire is asking the question. Mohan Khan is suggesting that it was 6, but I think Marvin Atapatu was a foot away from the line down there. Wasim Akram was staying put. The Sri Lankans are all going over there to congratulate him. The umpire's asked for a replay on it. I think he was well within the line. Good catch, actually. Very good catch. Let's see if he touched the line. He was quite close to it. And, well, can't exactly see from that angle. I think he's probably quite a long way away from it.
That was indeed a cracking shot by Wasim Akram, right in the middle of the bat. And have a look at Marvin Atapatu. It's very well taken. And one really cannot see very much from that.
There it is, and okay, well, there his knee comes. It comes down, oh, at least 6 inches short of the line. What a good catch it was. So for me, it's got to be the red light.
Certainly was a very fine catch. The judgment was superb, and one really didn't see any shaking of the line. So that was definitely inside the line, and Wasim Akram, he goes. A great catch there by Marvin Atapatu, and Mahela Jayawardene has picked up a wicket.
Right, well, now that decision was made, Mohan Khan has decided he's going to leave the ground as well. So, Pakistan have declared. Pakistan have declared their innings closed. Wasim Akram has made a fantastic 100, caught at the end of the day by Marvin Atapatu, brilliantly caught. And so, well, the end of the innings, and look at the smile on his face, hasn't he had a good time of it?
So Pakistan in reply to Sri Lanka's 181 all-out, 600 for 8. Just the kind of batting card they'll want to see in every test match. It's the second time 4 Pakistanis have hit hundreds in their innings. 123 for Saeed Anwar, Inzamam getting 100, and then today Yunus and Akram getting hundreds. The partnerships, they had partnerships all the way. 71 for the opening wicket, 89 for the third, 105 for the fourth wicket, and then again 106 and 120. Useful partnerships, that's why they got the big score. The Sri Lankan bowling, plenty of bowling once again for Muralidharan. 4 for 138, 2 wickets for Jayawardene as well towards the end, but on the whole the bowling was disappointing.
Marvin Atapatu.
He's 27 years of age, Marvin, and he's got an average of 31, 3 centuries. He's also got a double century to his name. Right, Sanat Jayasuriya now on strike, and of course he too has a pretty good record, averaging 40 with the bat.
The good thing that Sanat Jayasuriya does is that he's convinced that he can hit the ball very hard in that direction, whether there is extra fieldsman or not. This was beautifully played.
Wasim Akram will know that he's erred on width there. Not only the length, but given him the width to free his arms and get on top of the delivery. He knows that.
That's a lovely shot. Straight back. Such a pretty player when he's driving the cricket ball, Marvin Atapatu. That's copybook stuff. In position early and stroking the ball quite effortlessly through the offside this time.
It's just a hint of swing, but possibly a little bit too full.
Oh, and smashes that one through the offside field. I tell you what, this starts to get good fun when Jayasuriya starts to have a go. One of the most dangerous batsmen in the world of cricket.
They got a feel out there, but at no point he takes the area route on this occasion, right over the extra cover boundary.
Oh, in the air, dropped him, got a hand to that one. That one went flying away to the left.
Abdul Razak disappointed on that one. He almost overran the delivery. The ball just went down.
In the air and got him.
Well, that's really good bowling. That's been a superb over from Waqar Younis. He's plugged away outside that off stump. A couple of deliveries have been sliced away square of the wicket. Could both have been out caught. And that delivery, well, he tries to get it to swing back in. He's a good bowler. He really is. Just have a look at this.
Sanat Jayasuriya disappointing once again. That ball leaving him. Had a few deliveries tested out in the off time. Then Imsi watches it and come forwards nicely. Disappointment for Sanat Jayasuriya once again, making a good start. Had a let off in the previous over. And on that occasion, Waqar Younis drawing him into that. And Sanat Jayasuriya gone for 21. Sri Lanka 33 for 1.
Age 26, he's played 17 matches. He's got 200s. He needs to kick on in the series. Has that carried? I think he has. And that is another big wicket for Pakistan. Well, the batsman seems to be standing. He's not sure. Certainly referring it. Waqar Younis is happy.
The Pakistanis are all quite satisfied that it carried, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, did it carry? That's the question. Let's have a look at it once again.
Well, it's close, but I think it's gone straight in myself. First look. And I think that is a very, very difficult call. And it's a 50-50 ball. And certainly no fault of Inzamam if he doesn't know.
That would be very difficult for Inzamam to say, and I think the doubt has gone to SRI LANKA. That was short. Really didn't get up as much as what Mavanathabatu thought it would.
Well, that's the pace of Abdul Razak. It's got off a decent length. Atupare made the mistake of taking his eye off the ball. And bang, that's on target. He'll certainly know he's been in a war tonight.
Well, that's a good shot. That was offline, and a lovely shot played away on the onside, all the way along the ground. Quite reached the rope, yes it has. So a nice shot for 4, and it takes the score to 44 for 1.
So a torrid time for Sri Lanka in the second innings, 45 for 1, losing the wicket of Jayasuriya. Once again he got off to a start, and once again he was dismissed by Waqar Younis. That's 6 times in 9 innings. In the last 9 innings he's been dismissed by Waqar. Adapatu making 17, and he showed great application and discipline towards the end. The Pakistan bowling, good long spell for Waqar Younis. He generated some pace, he got the ball to move, and it was one such delivery that got rid of Jayasuriya. 11 overs, 1 for 24. Wasim Akram just 5 overs, and Abdul Razak was impressive in his spell of 7 overs for 8 runs.
That'll be it. What a beautiful shot. Lovely shot.
Sri Lanka 45 for 1. They've lost the wicket of Jayasuriya. Well, day 3 was dominated by a mixture of youth and experience. 2 more hundreds for Pakistan, and both the centurions are with me here. First, Younis, many congratulations. You seem to like this Pakistan, I beg your pardon, Sri Lankan attack.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a very good day for me because my past tour is West Indies very hard to me. And my senior partner, Wasim Bhai, every time he remind me that, boy, come on, keep it down and play straightly. And all the time he asked me 9 run you need, and like this. Every time he shouting to me, come on, boy, you need 100. So therefore I stand with you.
But mentally, you must have been down after that tour of the West Indies. It's never an easy trip for a youngster. You were batting at 3 against 2 top-quality fast bowlers. What adjustments did you make when you came here?
No, but just Javed Bhai said to me, play your natural game and stay on the pitch. So therefore, I play straightly, and so therefore I come great.
Well, Wasim, you batted with Yunus towards the end of that first test match. He showed great maturity because it was a crucial period. You'd lost 5 wickets. You still needed to achieve the winning target.
Yes, I did. I was just reminding him that his plus point, his positiveness of his game is to his defence, and that's what exactly did in this innings. Particularly, he got 100. His defence was very immaculate, and he was really tiring the opposition, and that's what helped me to get some runs.
Well, the world knows about Wasim Akram, the bowler, the Wasim Akram, the cricketer. But Wasim Akram, the batsman, has been a big disappointment considering the kind of ability you have. You got a tremendous 100 for Pakistan in Australia, I think a decade ago, with when you had a big partnership with Imran. You know, and now you're back playing your natural game. Why has it taken you so long?
I think I was concentrating. I always wanted to be a bowler who can bat. I didn't want it to be a batsman who can bowl. So that was my initial aim to start off with. But now I think it's about time that I have to concentrate more. Batting, I think, is all about concentrating while you're at the crease, and that's what I've been doing nowadays. I'm enjoying my cricket, enjoying my bowling, enjoying my batting, and that's definitely helping me to improve my batting now.
What's been noticeable has been your shot selection. You've been a lot more selective in your shot making, and that's helped you make longer scores.
Yes, that's what I've learned from Javed. He told me, and a couple of more senior players like Inzamam and Saeed, the great batsmen, they told me to always have a gap in your mind. Supposing there's a gap between mid-on and mid-wicket, just have a look there and see there's a gap, and if you see a ball, you automatically go there. And that's what I've been working on, and it's working out quite well so far.
What was interesting to see, moment you came out to bat yesterday, you had a chat with Yunus. I think you'd lost the wicket of Abdul Razak. Yunus just seemed to have gone into his shell. Did you tell him to play his natural game there?
I just told him the 30 runs to go, and I'm going to remind you after every run, 29 to go, 28 to go, 27 to go for your century, and I'm there. I'm not going to play any shots unless you get your 100. When you get your 100, then I'll play my shots. And he exactly did the same thing. He's a hard-working guy, and I'm glad for Yunus and for Pakistan that he's got back in his form.
Now, 186 balls. Was that your plan when you came out?
Not at all. When I came out at tea, I was 54 not out, and I was padding up, and suddenly Inzamam and Sain came up to me. And they said, why don't you have a go at 100? If you reach 80 odd, then we might not declare, the team might not declare, you go for your 100. And that's where I clicked, and that's where I had to go at the first ball.
And we're still in the southwest corner of Sri Lanka, in Galle. It's a beautiful part of the island, and it's overcast here today. A stiff breeze blowing across the ground, the temperature 30 degrees centigrade, the humidity like yesterday, 85%, and the forecast for later on in the day, partly cloudy, light rain predicted.
That's nicely played, whipped away on the onside. That'll be a confidence booster. Downwind, they normally go for 4. Yes, it has. Slightly offline. Russell Arnold has dispatched it to the boundary for 4. It's 50 for 1. And that's a good shot. Very well played through the covers. And it's gone for 4. It's a lovely shot. Well, that's gone through the slips. We'll come back to Ranjan's point in a moment. That's good bowling. Just short of the slip fieldsman. It wouldn't have been out, and unfortunately it's also over up. So Ranjan, you'll just have to hang on to that one. It's 58 for 1. Oh, and that one swung in a bit. That came back into the left hand. It was beautifully played, mind you. A lovely shot through the onside field. Obviously 3 slips in the gully out there. They won't be too worried about the odd boundary because they've got such a big lead. That was a good shot, though. Lovely.
Delightful shot by Russell Arnold, whipped away on the onside. He's a very risky player, and as soon as he gets the ball in the spot, he's able to put it away. In fact, that was of a full length, and he had no problem.
He's obviously going for the Yorker, the in-swinging Yorker.
That's a good shot. Waited on it a little longer. And the ball just reaching the boundary. That's a good shot. Three more runs added to the score. But Sri Lanka have come out and played some positive cricket this morning. Straight away going for the sweep. He's found the boundary there, Russell Arnold.
Nicely played, straight down the ground, and that'll run away for 4. Well, that's a very good shot. Yes, they've asked the question. Very positive appeal, and well, the Pakistanis don't like it, but well, Russell Arnold is rock solid down that far end. So all he did was cross his legs and put his arm up on his hip. Let's see if we can pick anything with a slow motion replay here. Off. Well, now hit the inside edge. Where did it go after that? Did it come up off the glove? I think he was probably okay. Let's have another look.
Well, it's hit the inside thigh, gone up, and, well, it could have come off the glove on the way up, but I think it's a good decision.
And I think the consensus of opinion from the commentary box is that... Oh, and that's got to be close. Oh, yes, that's good. Yes, he's got him. That one swung back. That's a big appeal for LBW, and they've got him out, LBW. I tell you what, you won't see many more confident appeals of that, and an appeal which was extended as well, because umpire Tiffin didn't give it out straight away. The Pakistanis, I think, thought perhaps he wasn't going to give it. They kept the appeal going, and eventually, but very slowly, his finger came up.
Well, let's have a look and see. I wasn't convinced initially. A lot of swing going on, but he's hit him on the back leg, and yeah, that probably would have hit leg stump.
Yeah, I think that's out. It seemed to me that if you straighten down the line, once we put the mat in here, I think you'll find Russell Tiffin has got it dead right. Now, this will help with height. I don't think it was going over the top. No, it was definitely okay height-wise. So really what we need to look at is with the mat. We'll come back and have a look at that in a second. Russell Arnold gone, 91 for 2. Aravinda de Silva, arguably, well, certainly in the top 5 in the world, one of the best players in the world today. It's Wakar Yunus to Aravinda de Silva. Swings in, whipped away on the onside. Well, he hasn't got a defensive bone in his body. As it swung in, so he's closed the face of the bat and flicked it away for 4. It's a good start for him.
Driving uppishly on the rise, and fortunately for Mavanata Patu, Azhar Mahmood was just a little wide of that gully area. A little bit of bat and pad. Ashraf Khan and company pretty much confident that they've got a nick. The batsmen have got a nick, but the decision not going in the favor of the Pakistanis once again.
Very confident appeal here. We'll see this gets on the pad and on the way off, possibly touching the glove. Another look at that one. The fielders are very confident. Yunus Khan, Yusuf Johanna, very, very confident in Asoka de Silva.
Down the track, hitting it in the air, but away from Wasim Akram. That will run away to the boundary. Not a very good stroke. This is a better stroke. Driving quite nicely this time through the offside and fetching a boundary. Much better stroke. Once again, Moin Khan encouraging Arshad Khan. Never mind, he says.
But too quickly onto that one. Getting his foot right up there and right through with it. Nice flow. It's looking positive when it's there to be hit.
That's nicely played. In swinger from Abdul Razak, and beautifully timed and placed by Mavanata Patu. It'll run away to the boundary.
That occasion, Abdul Razak slightly straying towards the leg side. Mavanata Patu waited on that one, nicely using the swing and the pace of the ball, getting his placement perfect.
So Abdul Razak had an extra man on that onside, but it was so well placed that he had no time to get across and get the ball outside the ring.
Quicker delivery, up they go. The finger has gone up, and that's a beautiful piece of bowling that has got Arshad Khan a wicket here after lunch. An important one. Atapattu deceived in the air and off the wicket.
Clever bowling by Arshad Khan, just forcing Atapattu onto the back foot, and Atapattu flirting with that delivery, thin edge, and up goes the Pakistani fielders, with Moin Khan picking that up very, very cleverly. And Marwan Atapattu, he goes, and a big disappointment for Sri Lanka, an early wicket after lunch, and umpire Asoka De Silva says, look, you touched that. So Sri Lanka's third wicket's gone. Marwan Atapattu goes 123 for 3.
So Mahela Jayawardene comes out to the centre. 23 years of age, already over 1,000 runs in Test match cricket at a healthy average. That's edged and dropped. He set him up there, Wasim Akram. And a pretty straightforward chance goes down. Mohammad Wasim won't be happy. Poor shot here from Jayawardene.
That indeed was a superb delivery by Wasim Akram. He revved up that delivery, and the ball left Jayawardene. Jayawardene did play a very poor shot, fishing at that, flirting with it, and straight to the fielder in the slips, and a poor miss.
Yes, he's a shaky starter. That's beautifully bowled. Up goes the finger. Classic piece of off-spin bowling by Arshad Khan. There was a subtle variation there, and that was he bowled from the edge of the crease. And that's what's Fox De Silva. He poked his bat at that one, and a simple chance to the man at forward short leg. Superb bowling by the off-spinner.
Oh, brilliant bowling by Arshad Khan. The ball wide outside off stump, but spinning sharply with a little bit of bounce. De Silva thrusting his pad, but just couldn't get his fingers out of the way, and a simple catch to forward short leg. There you are, just see the bounce, and then the glove. There's nothing De Silva could have done, and the easiest of catches. So big wicket for the Pakistanis. Arvind De Silva is out. Sri Lanka 130 for 4.
So the old warhorse Arjuna Ranatunga comes out to the centre. His side in trouble at the moment. Plenty of kids here. They've come out to watch the cricket, but they've been made to do some other work here. Pull out the covers, but it'll be a day they'll remember. They've been on a Test match cricket playing field and very close to the pitch.
Well, that's well played against the spin, and beautifully caressed away on the onside. That'll go all the way to the boundary for 4. He's a very good player of spinners, and that shot's an example. Down the wicket he goes. He plays that lofted drive very well. Well, I think they've decided that they can't allow themselves to be pinned down. Too many chances at bat pad and so on and so forth. But that's a lovely straight hit. 141 for 4. Side off stump. He plays the cut shot well. No one down there. That'll go for 4. So Arjuna taking advantage of this very attacking field, and the youngsters are enjoying it. Oh, outside off stump, and smashes it through the offside field. Yeah, he doesn't mind it out there. That's very well played.
So looking very confident, quickly onto that one.
What would your dad say if I had to pop the question? Something along those lines. Nicely cut away, down to the boundary for 4. Is it another 4? Yes, it is. Well, this is turning out to be quite good fun. They're certainly enjoying it.
So Ranatunga quickly on to 21. Jayawardene 9. He was missed in the third slip by Mohammad Wasim. He'll be having some problems here, and given. So Wasim Akram striking there with that old ball. Mahela Jayawardene will be just a little disappointed. A casual stroke to a delivery that was wobbling.
Yes, Pakistan will be happy with this delivery. Certainly Sri Lanka will be upset that one of their major players have got out. And let's have a look and see how much it swings. Well, I think it had a bit of way to go still. I think it's... we can almost see leg stump there at one stage. A lot of swing.
There's the mat. And let's see whether the pitch Ball pitched there. It did pitch, straightened. He came back just a little, but I think he was given out because he was looking to play across the line, play towards the on and towards the mid-wicket area.
Yes, Ramesh, and also there's not much foot movement. He didn't really get forward, did he, with commitment? It almost, I'm sure if we saw it from the side on, we'd see that his foot was really just not past the popping crease. 156.5.
Ramesh Kaluwithana, the new man in, 38 matches, average of 28.4 with 300s, 132 versus Australia's best, Colombo SSC. This is beautifully struck by Ramesh Kaluwithana, off the mark in style. Lovely timing through mid-wicket. More flighted delivery from Ashraf Khan and beautifully tapped away. Arjuna Ranatunga had the fielder in mind and put it away quite brilliantly.
Too much of a good length there.
That's beautifully played and placed. Once again finding the gap. He's trying to unsettle the off-spinner here.
Nicely played. That's another 4 to Arjuna Ranatunga. Into his 30s now. And that also is the end of the over. So 179 for 5. Well, nicely steered away. Well, one would have to say that this performance by Arjuna Ranatunga stands out, certainly in this innings. He's come in and he's been very positive right from the word go. And this is the sort of shot that he's managed to get away every now and again. That was very well placed. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Just used the pace of the ball. Just gliding it away down to third man for yet another 4. So 8 fours. 32 of his runs have come in 4s. He's now moved on to 37. Big appeal there for LBW as well. And he's given him out. He's given him out, LBW. I must say, my reaction there was that one swung back and was probably going down the leg side. However, I can be wrong, and Mr. Tiffin is in a very good position there to decide whether it was, in fact, swinging too much in. Let's have a look. Well, you make up your own mind. It was quite adjacent to the leg stump, and a huge appeal there. Umpire Tiffin took a long time over that one, and eventually gave him out.
There was quite a bit of movement for Waka Yunis on that occasion. Just have a look at it again. Just see the movement. Kaluwithana might consider himself a little bit unlucky there. Certainly must have beaten leg stump, but Kaluwithana is gone. Umpire Tiffin has ruled him out. Sri Lanka 187 for 6.
Chaminda Voss, 26 years of age. He's already done a lot of work with the ball, and he's going to have to do a lot more with the bat now.
Driven, but the ball was put out there for the try. And an overthrow there. That'll allow Ranatunga not even to come back for the second, because he'll get a boundary for it.
Wasim having a go. Slightly overshooting. Azam Mahmood having a go. And overshooting the fielder all the way around. 4 overthrows for Ranatunga.
Unfortunately, Moin Khan wasn't Curtly Ambrose. And now the cut shot, and he'll find the boundary. Enough time to rock back onto the back foot. This has been a very positive Ranatunga inning. And he's gone for it and got a top edge. 50 for Ranatunga. Second 50 of the match. And once again, a good fighting effort.
Come out positive, really, when the chips are down for Sri Lanka. Batted very positively, taken the attack on that occasion. Abdul Razak pulling it short. Anther trying to pull it, but not being able to get on top of the wet one. And flying very fine right down to the boundary to bring his 50.
36 50s in his test career. This should be very satisfying. You waited on that one. Now that's gone past the outside edge, has it? Pakistan slip cordon and the bowler goes up. Russell Tiffin isn't interested. There obviously must have been a noise.
A very positive appeal by the Pakistanis. All went up together. The ball short and leaving Ranatunga. Got the open face of the bat. Abdul Razak confident that he had touched it. And look at that one. I really couldn't say from that angle. Almost right through the face of the bat.
Well, if there was a noise, then it only had to be off the bat. But umpire Tiffin wasn't convinced. There is no third man, so another boundary for the experienced left-hander. He's going along nicely. He's into the 60s now. There's no gully, there's no third man. So boundary for Was.
Has to work a little bit on his batting. Other than that, he's up there.
Oh, that's a good shot. Right off the middle of the bat, wide of mid-on, running down to the boundary for 4. Yes, I agree with that. No doubt about the fact that he certainly has the talent. The question is, I suppose, how many of them do it? Well, you've got one down your way, Sean Pollock. Everyone thought that, well, he was going to really seriously end up as a world-class all-rounder, but just judging by what's happened just lately, I think I'm right in saying that his batting really hasn't come on as much as everyone thought it would.
No, it hasn't. The guy who's really taken the lead there is, well, the two of them. That's Callis and Klusner.
Oh, lovely shot. Got it away from his body just a little bit, but he's a nice timer of the ball. And is it going to make the boundary? No, it's not. Oh, and that's got to be close. Yes, he's given him out LBW. Full toss, unfortunately. Arjuna Ranatunga's innings has come to an end. He's ended up making 65, 13 fours in the innings. And it's very definitely been the best innings played in the second innings of Sri Lanka's. And I suppose he just wasn't quite far enough forward here. Didn't get outside the line. Let's have a look. That ball swinging back a long way, hits him on the pad. And his pad was across there around about middle off. Huge appeal for LBW. And up goes the finger of umpire Tiffin. He got forward a little bit, didn't he? Hit the pad. And, well, that's the end of a pretty good contribution by Arjuna Ranatunga. 13 fours in all. LBW bowled Wasim Akram. Rangana Herath. He's a left-hander, and he's down at the non-striker's end. Well, there goes the pull shot again. He likes that one. There's a man down there at square leg, but that was too well played. Beats him. Down to the boundary for 4. Chaminda Vas has taken his score now to 24. And again, that's in the air this time. Is it going to be caught? I don't think so. Yes, it is. Oh, he's got it. That's well done. Chaminda Vas has gone for the hook shot again. That was a high bouncer. The ball is skied away down there. That's a good catch too. Very well taken. Just for a second, it looked as if it was going to bounce in no man's land.
Yes, he did very well to get there. I'm not sure who the fielder was. Was it Imran Nazir, the 12th man that's on? And it's a bit wide and high. That's where he's got to bowl it. And he's juggled it, and he held on to it. He'll be a happy man. And look at the joy on Azam Mahmood's face.
Right, so Chaminda Vas is out for 20. Caught by the substitute there of the bowling of Mahmood for 234. There it is, 31 innings so far. This is Pushpak Amara, the new batsman. This is the bouncer again, outside off stump, and it was a bit optimistic trying to take it from way out there.
Well, he's managed to hold on to the second time round. He hasn't been on the field for long. Good fielder, good young man. Certainly gained a bit of experience from that catch.
Oh, pitched outside. No, he's given him. That's out LBW, unfortunately for Herath. for a duck in both innings of this test match. Mahmood having a bit of fun now. That one swung back in down the line and out LBW. Right, well, and this innings now being wrapped up quick time.
Well, this one's pitched on line. That is out. That's hitting middle and leg, and he departs, and that's called a pair. He's bagged them, and he'll never forget this test match, I'm sure.
Who's going to go and fetch that? First slip, second slip. Oh, it's gone. Yes, all the way. Well played.
Well, he's hit that beautifully. And fortunately, it's gone over the boundary, because if it didn't, it's a long way to run from slip. Now, Tony, I don't know. I know it's a lot of fun and whatever it's going on now, but I don't know for what I'm seeing is all that nice.
All is fair in love and war. All the slips in position there. Muralidharan on strike. Here we go again. Down there. Oh, he smashed that one away too. That's not going to go for 4. The fieldsman at 5th slip is after it. No, it's Mahmood who's after it all the way. So Mahmood fielding off his own, bowling a deep long on. Right, what's going to happen to this one? Slower delivery, smashed away over the top of slips. I think he tried to bowl a slow one there. Murali has an incredible eye. He only knows one way, and that's a small step backwards. Sometimes it's a large step backwards, and then he swings the bat.
Yes, he does, and he's also asking if that's not a no ball. He says it was a bit high. Cheeky man. Not far off being right. But he's got 12, or 10. He's got 10. And there's a 10 test runs. For a number 11, a lot of runs.
Overslip again. Overslip again. Well, that's fixed one problem. This won't be the worst defeat ever against Pakistan. Oh, he's gone to the other side. Oh, what a shot that was. He's gone outside off stump that time. Well, Mahmood's not smiling anymore. Murali has decided to take off outside off stump, and he's smashed into square leg.
Well, Murali becoming the king of Gaul. He's got his fort here, and he's fighting.
Down the wicket he goes. Flat bats him for 4. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Mahmood cannot believe it. He's being flayed to every corner of the ground by Muralidharan. That's in the air and just short of the fieldsman. Just short, didn't quite carry. Hits the middle stump, first ball. Way of absolute magnificent bowling first up, right on middle stump. So you miss Murali and I hit, and that was the end of that. So a comprehensive victory here in Gaul in the second test match in this test series, this HNB test series, to the Pakistan team. They've played superbly well. They look like a pretty settled team at the moment, and well, plenty of celebration out there right now. Lots of patting on the back, and good camaraderie they've got going with them at the moment, and of course that does go hand in glove with winning. I suppose there's a chance, but the truth of the matter is it certainly wouldn't be as entertaining. That was incredible. So Muralidharan right down the bottom there ended up with 22. Ranatunga made 65. He was the top scorer. Marvin Adapata making a useful contribution as well. So at the end of the day, Sri Lanka in their second innings all out for 256. Yes, and just looking at the partnerships there, obviously Ranatunga featuring in 2 of them today, with Kaluwithoran in the first instance, and then with Vas. And from the Pakistan point of view,
Well, Wakar, I think, deserved 4 wickets, 4 for 40. The other wicket takers, Wasim and Ashad and Mahmood. And now the Sri Lankans are wandering across to the Pakistan team and shaking hands with them over there now, congratulating them on playing very, very well. Yes, there'll be 1 or 2 disappointed members of that Sri Lankan lineup. Obviously, when you play, when you get an opportunity to play in a test match, it's first and foremost nice to win, and it's nice to make a meaningful contribution on an individual basis.
I'd first like to ask Sanath Jayasuriya to come up, please, and collect his award of 15,000 rupees from Mr. Jayendra Varnavira. Sanath Jayasuriya, if you can come up, please. Well, Sanath, you've lost this test match, the series, but in fairness, you would have to admit you've lost to a better team.
Yes, sir, I think disappointing batting from the start, the first innings. I think the Pakistanis, the batting and bowling, they played better than us.
Now, very few teams recover after being bowled out on the first day, and I think really, if you look back at this test match, you lost it on the first day itself.
Yeah, it is, because the 181 is not that great score for the test match the first day, and we all not by the tea time we all out, and we didn't recover after that. I think the Pakistanis, like I said earlier, they bowled well and they batted superbly. I think they played really well right throughout this test match.
Now, still 1 test to go in the series. Where do you see yourself going? What would you have learned from these 2 test matches?
I think the batting, like I said earlier, that we have to more concentrate on our batting. I think the Pakistanis are bowling well and they do everything the better at the moment. They are doing well, and we have to more concentrate on our batting, and we have to get big scores.
Yes, it's important because you've got a long summer ahead of you. South Africa come here for 3 test matches as well, so you would like a better performance in Kandy.
It is, because that's good for the confidence on future games for Sri Lanka cricket, and I hope all the players have realized that we need to do well. We are going through a bad time, and I think everybody should support at this time. Everybody should support for Sri Lanka cricket, and I hope we will come back and do well.
Well, good luck for the last test match, Sanath.
Thank you, Ravi.
Sanath Jayasuriya there, the captain of the Sri Lankan team. And now the captain of the Pakistan team, Moin Khan, if he can come up, please, to collect a cash award of 50,000 rupees from Mr. Chandula Abevikrama. He's the Assistant General Manager, Marketing and Business Development, Hatton National Bank. They are the sponsors for this series. Pakistan have won this test match and the series. Well, Moin, you couldn't have asked for a better all-round performance from your team.
Yeah, it was. I'm really pleased about the performance. The boys that gave us the performance in 2 matches was splendid. It's like a dream came true. We've been beaten by them in the home series. That was our aim when we came in Sri Lanka. So we're going to win this series, and the boys did it today.
Well, close first test match, but there was no looking back in this test for you.
Well, it was. The boys were very much confident in this match when the match started, and we had a early breakthrough in the first inning. It was a great effort by our bowlers, and especially in batting. I mean, everybody got runs. It was a splendid performance from them.
Well, you lost the toss here. Did you think you could bowl out Sri Lanka for as cheaply as you did?
Well, we were thinking actually, because we have enough good bowlers in our side. We were thinking to get them as quickly as we can, and we did it, and it was a great performance.
Well, you look a very happy unit. The fact that you played a lot of cricket over the last 6 or 8 months, has that helped?
Yeah, I mean, everybody is focused, Ravi, and they're really looking forward to do well, and they focused about their performances as well, and that is why, I mean, everybody, they are performing.
Now, you've got still 1 test match to go in Kandy. You won the series, but you won't relax, would you?
No, we won't be relaxed in the next match again. We'll take it as any other test match, and inshallah we'll try our best to win the 3rd one as well.
Well done, Moin. Fantastic performance by our team.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you.
Moin Khan, the captain of the Pakistan team. They won the H&B Test Series with a commanding win here in Galle. And now the big award, the Man of the Match award. The adjudicator is Jayendra Varnavira.
My man of the match is Wasim Akram.
Well, he likes to keep things simple. No messing around there. Wasim Akram, the man of the match. 15,000 rupees to him, and that award will be given by the Honourable Minister, Mr. Mahendra Vijaysekhara, Minister for Forestry and Environment. Well, wickets in this match for Wasim Akram, 100 as well. Well, Wasim, you seem to be enjoying a purple patch in your career.
Absolutely. I think right now I'm playing one of the best crickets of my career and enjoying every bit of it. The atmosphere in the team is awesome, and the management and the coach and the captain, they all are backing me up, and boys are helping me. So everything is going in the right direction now.
Well, you really look match fit. A lot of training put in because you've not broken down at all. You've played a lot of cricket in the last 6 or 8 months.
I've been working hard for the last 2-3 months consistently. I wanted to play for another year or two.
You had a lot of sting in your bowling when you came out in this test match. A lot of reverse swing going for you, much more than you had in Colombo.
Yeah, I think it was sea breeze who were helping us around, and you must have noticed against the breeze it swings more. And we knew all the way that the minute it's going to start reverse, we're going to do it more than Colombo, and that's what exactly all 4 of us did here.
Well, fantastic performance, Wasim. Well done again.